Alright guys, today we're going to talk about a little lizard called the Steppe Runner and why these guys make great pets. So the first reason why these guys make great pets is because they stay relatively small. These guys, they're kind of young still, but they only get about 6 inches when they're full grown. So these guys have some growing yet to do, but they really don't get overly big. Not like your bearded dragons do that can get like 1 foot to 1.5 foot long. They stay a lot smaller than the leopard geckos and stuff like that. So definitely stay smaller. And you can easily keep one in a 10-gallon. However, as you get more Steppe Runners like we have in here, we have multiple ones in here, you add about 5 gallons for each additional lizard. So yeah, so we got 3 in here, so we got an additional 2, so yeah, that's about 20 gallons. So that's about right for 3. So the second reason why these guys make great pets is because even though they're small, they're not as skittish as your other smaller lizards are, like little house geckos or green anoles. They don't get as feisty as them usually. They're usually pretty friendly and you can interact with them. I'll show that here. See, this little guy, he don't care. I'm just rubbing his chin. He's just kind of hanging out. But yeah, they can be a little skittish, but they're definitely more friendly than your other smaller lizards. Once they get used to you, I'm a stranger to them, so they're not quite used to me yet, but these guys do get friendly with regular holding and everything. Now that I'm holding him, he's sitting pretty still, so they're definitely not as skittish as like house geckos and green anoles and stuff, and once you get them in your hands, then they're fine. It's just the initial catching them. Yeah. Alright, so the third reason why these guys make pretty good pets is that they have a little bit of a longer lifespan than your other smaller lizards do. These guys can live about as long as a bearded dragon, about 10 years. So you get a pretty good amount of time out of them. And they're pretty hardy too, so they last a much longer time than your other more fragile, smaller lizards do, like anoles and little house geckos, stuff like that. So, yep, that's definitely another benefit of these guys. So the next reason we've got for you is a little bit more practical. These guys are actually pretty easy to maintain. Being a desert species, you don't have to worry about humidity. You don't have to keep the humidity up or anything. All you gotta do basically each day is make sure they get fresh water and their food, and just clean up any little poop piles you see. Since these guys are so tiny, they have tiny little poops, so it doesn't get too messy, especially if you just pick it up every day. And then the last reason why these guys make pretty great pets is because they don't have a really complicated setup. Basically, you just need the tank for them to live in, the substrate, water dish and hide, and lighting. And of course, because they're diurnal, they just need their 2 lights, so their heat and UVB. That's basically it. And you can add other stuff if you want to kind of decorate their cage. You can make it kind of fun. We have some cool little desert decorations you can use to decorate it with, like little skulls and stuff. And this guy is having fun hiding under his rock. Yes. So, yeah, they're pretty easy to get a setup for. Nothing really complicated, no complicated branches or anything. It's kind of simple setup, kind of like a bearded dragon. But that's also why these guys make great pets. So yeah, if you guys are looking for a cool desert lizard doesn't get as big as a bearded dragon, stays relatively small, and is not as basic as your other geckos and stuff, a Steppe Runner would probably be a very good choice. They don't take up as much room as like a bearded dragon, so if you're kind of low on space, these guys would make great pets.